thinking about phytoceramides, because another ingredient, we wouldn't think about ingesting cholesterol for moisturizing our skin, but that shows you that cholesterol, yes, we take these cholesterol-lowering drugs, and cholesterol is an integral part of the skin moisturizing system. And of course, the most important part are ceramides, but omega-3 fatty acids are also a critical part of the radiance of our skin, the moisture and radiance of our hair as well. So I just wanted to mention omega-3s because our omega-3s, of course, are different, just like all of our products are different. No fishy aftertaste, all environmentally responsibly harvested, never an upset stomach, and also they use the natural form, whereas most omega-3s, even though they come from fish, they've been synthetically modified, so they're not in their natural form. Ours is in their natural form, and we prioritize DHA, which is the most important omega-3 to your body. Most products prioritize EPA, which is not as important as DHA. Both are important, but DHA is by far and away more important.
Excellent. Let me show you. We have a 30, a 60, a 180, or a 360 count. This is a huge savings on this, by the way. Check it out. The 360, $60 off. Wow. The 180, you're saving 30. The 60 count, you're saving 12. The 30 count, you're saving $7 today. Again, free shipping, of course. The two larger sizes are being offered with FlexPay. But this is, the beauty of this omega-3 in a nutshell is that, first of all, we all understand the importance of taking omega-3, heart health, along with that, brain health, eye health, the list goes on and on. It's such an incredibly important thing for all of us to be supplementing, especially if you don't get a lot of fish in your diet, and most Americans do not get a lot of omega-3 fish oil in their diet. The beauty of this fish oil is that it does not taste fishy, ever. You will never have a fishy aftertaste. It's remarkable. It has a little bit of orange oil extract in it. It completely negates that fishy taste, and you do not taste fishiness at all. So that's why people love it, because it's easy to take, it's pleasant and lovely to take, and it's the fish oil product you want to be taking. So we would invite you, if you need to stock it up, this is the next best thing to today's special price on this product.
It's a fraction of the size of the typical capsules, a fraction of their size.
Yeah.
But it delivers 50% more omega-3s than their capsules. That's ours in the middle. And again, theirs are ethyl esters, which are a synthetic form. Ours are the natural triglyceride form. And we use the special orange oil. We have 3 versions. We have a version that's just the pure omega-3 oils, the fish oil. We also have a version where we use spearmint and peppermint oil, and that kind of masks the fishy aftertaste, so there's no fishy aftertaste. With this version, the orange version, they neutralize each other. It's really a pretty amazing, natural, just phenomenon where the orange oil and the fish oil neutralize each other such that there's no orange remaining and there's no fish oil taste remaining. And so it does so without any stomach upset. So it's really a unique way to enjoy omega-3s.
No, most definitely. Okay, one more we want to squeeze in. If you were not with us at last hour, toward the beginning of last hour, we talked about Andrew's sunscreen. It's called Soleil, and it's definitely worth